Going, Mother?
Onwards.
Yes, but where to?
The next village.
I wish we could rest up a bit.
We will, before long.
We don't even know where he is. We don't know if we're going towards him or away from him or what.
But we'll have to find him, Elizabeth, Jane. No matter how long it takes.
Do you remember this road? Do you know where we are?
We'll have to find lodging soon, Michael. There. Elizabeth Jane will be wanting her food before long. It's all right, my baby. There. All right, my love.
Mother? Mother?
What?
You didn't hear a word I said, did you? You didn't hear a single word.
No, I was thinking.
Are you feeling all right, Mother?
Yes.
You were thinking about poor father, weren't you?
Yes, Elizabeth Jane. In a way, I was.
You mustn't upset yourself.
No.
Father would have wanted us to do what we're doing.
Dead and drowned and can't tell us yes or no or nothing.
Look, a signpost.
Well, look, Michael, we've still got to go a couple of miles.
Any trade doing here? Hay trussing, that sort of job.
Ain't nothing like that, no.
Is there a house to let up ahead? A small cottage, just builded.
They be pulling houses down nowadays, not building them. And folk nowhere to go.
And no work, eh?
No work, no.
I was told back up the road a bit, there's a fair or such like in the village.
'Tis fair day. Getting money from children and fools.
I be tired, Michael. And Elizabeth Jane wants feeding.
Michael Enchard wants working.
Why are we wasting our time here, Mother? I thought you wanted to get on further.
I wanted to come here.
Here, why?
It was here I first met Newt.
First met Father here.
On a day such as this.
Well, wasn't he a sailor in those days? Or...
He was always a sailor.
Then who are you looking for? Father can't be here when he's at the bottom of the sea.
It was here I last saw that relation we tried to find.
Mr. Henschel?
Michael Henschel. I last saw him at this fair.
Well, he won't be here now, will he? Did he ever know me, Mother?
Oh,
This Mr. Henschel?
of course not.
People come and go, Mother. Not much use looking here for him after all this time.
I'm not so sure of that. I think I... Wait here, Elizabeth Jane.
Mother,
No. Wait here.
Come on in, dear. Good family here.
Well, just to taste them.
There. They're the well of good, that well.
You are Mrs. Goodenough.
That I be.
Didn't you once have a bigger tent than this?
Oh, right, pavilion tent, right. The attraction of the fair.
You'll have seen all sorts of things then.
Oh, nobody could come. Nobody could go. We out having a taste of Mrs. Goodenough's furmity.
A drop the other, missus.
A drop more there's made.
Well, I need perking up a bit, see? Don't let the wife see the bottle. Upset Daisy.
Oh, don't, Michael.
Don't what?
Don't drink no more of that rum. You know how bad it takes you.
Oh, shut up, for pity's sake. Hey, want to think I had too much?
You have. You know you have.
And been I titled to, eh? Walking all day. And for what? Damo!
What about our lodging? We'll have trouble finding it if we don't go soon.
Now, what's the odds? And no work here anyway.
We've got to find lodging. Think of Elizabeth Jane.
On your feet all day. For what, eh? For what?
Stop shouting.
Oh, listen to it. Just listen to it. Don't give you a chance, women don't.
Always the same on a fair day.
Aye. Or on a fowling.
Say you're That's a good night.
True, though. It's true. Women can bring a man down.
You think so?
I know so.
I got married 18, fool I was. This is a consequence on it.
You've been the first neither.
And many another's done just as bad.
Women can bring a man down now. I ain't no doubt about that.
Aye. Sometimes.
Always.
Well, they were selling horses. Been they outside? Them gypsy fellas selling horses.
Horses?
Horses as them don't want.
What about it then?
Come on, Michael. Have you finished?
So I don't see why men has got wives and they don't want them.
More than half, I'd say.
Listen now, hey, horses. I don't see why men shouldn't get rid of their wives same way as these gyps fellas get rid of their horses. Hey, hey!
Put them up for auction, do you mean?
And every time! Just like no loss.
Aren't you rum talking?
Auction them, I. Wait, I sell mine this minute.
Michael.
If anyone would have it.
Oh, there's them as would too.
Learn yours there, John?
How much?
How much? Well, how much? Well, I'll be up to anyone on you, eh?
What about the baby?
Baby or all, come on then. Oh, big fun of me. Oh, which one you'll start bidding?
Sit down, Michael.
Oh, John.
A joke's a joke, but you'll make it once too often, mind.
Aye. Oh, if I were a free man again, eh? Why? I challenge all England in the further business. Hey, if I were a free man again, I'd be worth £1,000. What are you all laughing at?
Stop making a fool of yourself, Mike. Sit down or else I'll stand up alongside thee.
Hey, what about it, folks? What about it? Now, this woman here, stand up there, see if I care. This woman here, she ain't no good to me. I don't love her. Any jack ragged Tom Straw among you buy my goods, eh? What am I offer?
5 shillings?
No insults now. No call for that. Serious. Serious offer if you please. How anybody buy her? Anybody at all?
I don't want to be sold.
Yes, I do. I wish somebody'd make the right offer. I'm sick of this nonsense.
Sit down.
I will when you do.
Say now. It's an agreement to part. It's simple as scripture history. I want to sell her. I don't want to go. Sit down, Susan, you stand up there, eh? Stand up here and show this now.
Don't, my child! Your good man don't know what he's saying.
It is the rum talk.
I knew right enough. There, who'll be auctioneer? I be. Wait, now, see now. Oh, well, now, you do. You get the officer. Do it proper now. All right. Come on, let's have a bit of order. Serious business. Right.
Now then, that's better. Now, you'll all see the goods, so who'll start? Who'll begin? Now, who'll say 1 guinea?
Hey, tell it up higher. I ain't got but 15 shilling in the whole world.
All right then. Let's try 3 guineas. Come along now, and you see what the lady's worth. Who'll offer me 3 guineas?
Hey, tell her what. I'll sell her for 5 guineas. 5 guineas to any man here who put the money in my hand right here and now. I know treat her right. But I shan't go for less.
5 guineas?
Hey, Susan House. Do you agree?
Oh, I thought this was just a bit of fun.
Fun? Fun? What do you mean? Fun?
Are you serious, are you?
It's been done before. This ain't the first time a wife's been put up for sale.
Hey, sit down. There, you get the office auctioneer and sit yourself down.
Well, he wants me to be the auctioneer.
5 guineas is 5 guineas. Last time other goods will be withdrawn. 5 guineas, yes or no? 5 guineas. Who's going to offer me 5 guineas, eh?
I will.
Who's that? What's his name?
The name's Newson. And I'm saying yes.
You say you'll buy it?
That's what I'm saying.
Saying's one thing. Paying's another.
I have got the money.
Who is it then? 5 guineas in my hand. 5 guineas, yeah, in my hand.
£5.
Guineas, I say, guineas.
Guinness.
If you lay a finger on that money, Michael Henchard, this girl and me'll go with the man.
He'll keep out of it. I take money. So it takes you. Plain enough.
Only if the young woman is willing. I wouldn't hurt her feelings.
She's willing.
You swear to that?
Michael?
He asked you a question.
I do, I swear it.
That's it then. Bargain's complete.
Come along. The little and two, the more the merrier.
Mike, I've lived with thee for a couple of years now, and I had nothing but temper all the time. Well, now I'm no more to 'ee. I'll try my luck elsewhere.
Hey! Hey now. There's...
Goodbye.
Don't worry, not lady. Don't cry, there's no need to.
Why she Hey! Has she gone?
Aye. She's gone right enough. You silly fool.
Hey? Elizabeth, yeah?
Got the money, though.
What?
And got your ring back.
What have I done? Oh. Oh, Susan.
I heard tell it was 18 years ago, the selling of the wife.
The selling?
Wasn't it?
A man in a card jacket.
And a basket of tools.
And a basket of tools.
So I heard tell.
Oh, Lord's my life. We fairground people don't get headroom, we don't. Not such as that. Only reason I can mind the man is he come back the next fair and what was it now?
He said something?
If ever a woman was to come asking after him, we was to say he'd gone to some place. Oh, Lord's my life, we shouldn't have thought that again.
Can you remember what place it was?
Why?
Oh, well, such a strange tale.
Oh, it's a long way off. Where was it now? Casterbridge, I think. That's the place. Said he'd gone to Casterbridge. Oh, a long, long way from here.
And many years ago.
You sure you wouldn't like 2 penn'orth of rum in that? You look as though you need it.
Haven't you learned it yet? I don't drink. I never touch a drop. Never.
But it be loyal toast, Mr. Mayor, sir.
I said I don't drink. And that's a gospel oath. You know what that means, do you?
Yes, Mr. Henchard. Sorry.
I swore it many a year ago. And I ain't let a drop pass my lips since. So, take it away. Take it away. I'll make do with water.
there, Mrs. Casterbridge.
Thank you. Very kind of you to help us on our journey. Careful, Mother.
Is this the only place to stay in Casterbridge?
No, but for two ladies on their own, well, I
Looks
thought...
too good for us. We can't meet it.
But we must be respectable in case our... Dost thou know of a Mr. Henchard in this town, sir? A Mr. Michael Henchard?
No, no, I should say I do.
Why? Is he in some sort of trouble?
I do work for Mr. Henchard.
Does he employ men, then?
Well, you must have come a good old way not to know such a thing as that.
Well, he has a business here, then, does he?
That's a business! Why, there's never a big dealing in wheat, hay, barley, oats, roots and such like, but the Mayor of Casterbridge have got a hand in it.
I challenge England in the fodder business. And if I were a free man again, I'd be worth £1,000 before I done.
You better go on in and find somewhere to lie down, ma'am.
Mother, what is it?
Just a bit tired. I don't know.
Here, let me take their bundle of urine into the King's Arms. You'd look wore out.
Come on now, Mother. Got here at last. You just need a good sleep in a comfortable bed. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can manage now.
Right you are, miss. You go in right down the passageway past the assembly rooms. Have him got a business.
No, Elizabeth.
You're getting the wine out.
We can't. We haven't the money.
If we can't afford it, then we won't stay more than a night. But you've got to rest, whether or no. What is it?
I look so old. So old.
It's all the travelling we've done. You'll feel better by the morning. Mother?
No, you know what I'm going to say. There's no much point in me saying it.
Look.
But I'm on my feet.
The man who's talking at the top of the table with the gold chain.
The gold chain?
Oh, you know, there's been a lot of talk here
let him
about
see.
the quality of the corn. I'm not responsible for the weather. I know some of you think so, but I don't. You got to bear in mind that the weather just at harvest time was worse than we've had it for many a good year. So anyone who's got any complaints should do better to put them to me to my face. However, I have mended my business arrangements on account of it. I found the business too large for me to look after by myself alone, so I've advertised about. And I've engaged a thorough good man as manager of the corn department, buying, selling, all of it. As a matter of fact, I've asked him along here this evening. He starts on Monday, but, well, you can meet him before then. A thorough good fellow. That man at the far end of the table there, Mr. Donald Farfrae, a Scotchman. He's a long way from home, but he knows his corn as well as his oats. Yes. Mr. Farfrae was on his way to ship at Bristol, off to America, when I waylaid him the other evening, after listening to the way he talked about wheat. A man of science. And that's how it should be, gentlemen, in the business life and in the general life of Casterbridge. You find out what's wrong, or who's wrong, and what's to be done, and then put it right.
Oh, what a fine gentleman he is, isn't he? Well, look at his studs. They shine like diamonds. Perhaps they are diamonds. How strange that we should be related to a man like that. When will you call on him, Mother?
I don't know.
What is it? What's happened? Why are you so down?
I don't know what to do.
Sorry, are you feeling ill? I was so excited, chattering on.
I've seen him. And that is enough for me.
Enough? Just to see him?
You don't understand.
Not meet with him? After all these weeks and weeks and weeks on the road looking here, there and everywhere for him.
I don't think I can ever meet Mr. Henchard. He's not how I thought he would be. He overpowers me.
Shall I go down and see if I can get you a hot drink?
Oh, we can't afford it. We shouldn't be in this place. We haven't the means.
But if this Mr. Henchard is our relative...
I don't think I can ever meet Mr. Henchard.
Why have we come then?
Oh, it is a mistake.
Mother.
I can't explain.
Now, what's wrong?
He is not how I thought he would be. I cannot go and meet him.
You're afraid of him? Oh, but he looks such a generous man with his studs and his gold chain. Well, isn't he a relation of yours?
Yes. Well, yes.
And I'm not afraid of him. I'll go and see him. All he can say is he doesn't want to know us because we're poor. Oh, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Why are we in this state? Oh, how I wish poor father's ship hadn't gone down.
Don't! Oh!
Mother. You're worn out. Walking and traveling. And worrying. I've seen you change over these months. It's because we've reached our journey's end. That's why you feel so down.
I suppose you could go to him with a message, now that we've come this far.
But it's you he knows, Mother.
I write and say that his relative, Susan Hewson, a sailor's widow, is in town, and then that would leave it up to him then, wouldn't it?
And if he wants to see you?
Well, then he can write me a note too, saying how and when he will meet us. Or me.
I'll go and see him in the morning. There's no need to write a note.
You'll have to tell him that I fully know I have no claim upon him.
Yes, yes.
And that I'm glad to hear that he's thriving, and that if he'd rather we didn't intrude on his position here in Casterbridge, well, then we'll leave the town as quiet as we've come.
And do what? What do we do then, Mother?
Hope to die.
There's an eye that ever weeps, and a fair face will be fair. As I pass through Arnhem water with my Bonnie's hand again.
If you're nae finished, Mr. Henchard,
Well, now. You heard the talk last night, eh?
Aye.
The corn is bad this year, I got to admit it. So you say you've got some renovating process that'll bring it back nearer the mark, eh? Well, I bless the day you came.
These, few grains will be sufficient to show you. Taste it, man.
You've been at work on it already, Donald?
That's what you hired me for, sir. I'm no one for delay.
'Tis complete. It's quite restored. Oh, well, nearly, eh?
Quite restored enough to make good seconds out of it.
Good. Ha! Good! This way.
Good morning.
Good morning. Morning. You must be what, eh? 5'9" or 10. Well, I be 6'1½", out of my shoes. Ha! What of that, eh? 'Tis true in my business, 'tis strength and bustle build up a firm, but 'tis knowledge and judgment that keep it established, eh?
Aye, that is so.
I'm bad at science, far from bad at figures. I'm a rule of thumb sort of man. I was brought up a hay trusser, and, well, hay is what I understand best. Now, you shall manage the corn department entirely. I'll not interfere.
You're very liberal indeed, Mr. Henshaw.
Well, business is getting a bit big for me, and, well, you've come at the right time, Donald.
Aye, 'tis the way of fate.
My domestic life, been a bit lonely. I been thinking of marrying.
Oh, well, that's...
Yeah, I've been alone too long, and I sometimes get these gloomy fits where the old world seems as black as night. You know what I mean?
No, I never feel like that.
Then pray to God you never may, young man.
Aye, I think I better.
You know, I can be the most distant fellow in the world when I don't care for a man. But if a man takes my fancy, he takes it strong.
Oh, you don't know me, sir.
Oh, I feel I can talk to you, Pappy. You got the same forehead as a young brother of mine. He's dead and gone now. Hey, your nose isn't unlike his either. Now you'll be a great help to me. And I don't intend to do so much. I mean, after I'm wed, why should I work so hard, eh? Morning.
Is it a local lass, sir?
She's from the Channel Islands.
Oh, that's quite a way.
Hey, well, I often have to go across to Jersey, the potato and root season. You'll find we do quite a large trade with them in that line.
Oh, there's many things for me to learn, no doubt.
Right enough. You can start with the ledgers in my office, across the yard there. Acquaint yourself with the business. I'll be along later in the day to answer any questions. Meanwhile, we must get the matter of your lodgings settled, eh?
Oh, the 3 mariners will do fine for the while, sir, and the ale warms the stomach.
Maybe so. Take care it doesn't warm your head, young man. I'll go and see what the young woman wants. Over there, she looks a bit lost. Right.
alone too long.
Young lady to see you, sir.
Mr. Henschel, sir.
Yes, what is it?
Well, I was told to come on in.
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Can I speak to you, sir?
Well, if it's business, I have an office.
Well, it's not business, sir.
Well, then. What is it, young woman, eh?
I was sent to tell you, sir, that a relative of yours by marriage, Susan Newson.
What?
Susan Newson, a sailor's widow, that she's in town, and I am to ask whether you would like to see her, sir.
Susan. She's still alive?
Yes, sir, she's here in Casterbridge, sir.
And you're...
I am her daughter, sir.
Her only daughter?
Yes, sir.
What do you call yourself, your Christian name?
Elizabeth Jane, sir.
Newson.
Elizabeth Jane Newson.
I'm a good deal interested in your news. Come with me, eh? Sit there. Sit down, Elizabeth Jane.
Thank you, sir.
Sit down. Elizabeth Jane, eh? Elizabeth Jane. It's a very nice name. Your mother, she's quite well, is she?
Oh, well, she's rather worn out, sir. Traveling.
Oh?
Well, we've been a long time getting here, and without much money. Some of the time we've been on farmers' wagons or carriers' vans or in the end, one of your carts. Most of the time we've been on foot, sir.
Looking for me?
Yes. But we fully understand that if
How did you know I was to be found in Casterbridge?
Oh, my mother spoke to an old woman at Waden Fair, sir, and she said...
Waden Fair.
Well, it was where my mother first met my father and where she last saw you.
Yes, I see.
And because we didn't know what else to do, we kept right on until we reached Casterbridge last night, sir.
A sailor's widow, you say? When did he die?
Father was lost last spring.
Do you and she come from abroad, eh? From America or Australia?
Oh, no, sir. We've been in England quite some time now. I was 12 when we came here from Canada.
Canada? No, that's why I couldn't. That's why we lost touch with each other, your mother and me. Where are you staying, eh?
Well, the King's Arms, sir. For a night more, anyway.
And you're a daughter, eh? Elizabeth Jane.
Yes, sir.
I think that you shall take a note from me to your mother, Elizabeth Jane. I would like to see her again, talk over a few things. You sit down there, Elizabeth Jane. while I write this note, eh? Meet me at 8 o'clock this evening at the Ring on the Budmouth Road. The place is easy to find. The girl seems to be in ignorance. Keep her so until I have seen you. Now, this note. Dear Mother, Elizabeth Jane.
Sir?
I want you to deliver it to her personally.
Yes.
And, Elizabeth Jane, why do you smile?
Why you keep saying my name?
I'm very glad to see you here, Elizabeth Jane. I'm very glad. Now, we must have a long talk together sometime, eh? But not just at the moment.
Very kind, Mr. Henchard, sir. Thank you.
Now, if I understand you right, your mother, she's not been left too well off, eh?
No, sir.
No, well then. She'll not take it amiss, eh?
Oh, it's very kind of you, sir.
Get it? It should be get it. Now, if you take that to your mother, Elizabeth Jane, she'll understand. She'll understand.
Michael. Mr. Henchard.
Why? I don't drink. Dear me, Susan, I don't drink now. I haven't touched a drop since that day.
Michael.
If only I'd known you were still alive. For I thought you and the child were dead and gone. And I looked everywhere, you know. I advertised. I travelled about, village to village. I prayed. There was no trace. There was nothing.
No. We went straight to his ship.
Why do you stay silent all these years?
Because of him. I thought I owed him faithfulness.
I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. You should have known that. You shouldn't never have gone off with him.
I thought the bargain was solemn and binding.
Oh, Susan.
I dared not desert him when he'd paid so much for me.
But how could you be so simple?
It would have been very wicked if I'd not thought like that.
Susan.
And I meet you now only as his widow. I consider myself that I have no claim on you.
No, listen.
If he hadn't died, I would never have come. Never. You can be sure of that.
Keep your voice down.
Why? Is there anybody about?
Oh, you never know. A strange sort of place. It's full of God knows what. Can't you feel it?
Why are we meeting here, Michael?
We cannot afford to be seen.
No.
And Elizabeth Jane, she cannot be told all. She'd so despise us both for that. And I couldn't bear it. Not now I've met her, I couldn't ever bear that, Susan.
That's why she was brought up in ignorance of you. I could not bear it either.
But we must talk of a plan, eh? Keep her in her present belief. Get matters straightened out in spite of it. Now, you've heard as how I'm in a large way of business here. Eh? Mayor of the town, church warden, God knows what all.
Yes.
So you see, I gotta be careful. Aside from the dread of the girl finding out about our disgrace. Now, I don't see how you two can return openly to my house as the wife and daughter I once treated so badly, do you see?
We'll go away at once. I only...
Oh, no, you mistake me now. You must not go away, Susan.
But what can we...
No, listen, I got a plan now. Now, you and Elizabeth Jane, you come into the town, you take a cottage as the widow, Mrs. Newson, and her daughter. And I meet you. I court you. And I marry you.
Oh.
Now, that way, Elizabeth Jane, she comes into my house as my stepdaughter. Now, the whole thing's so natural, so simple, it's half done just thinking of it. And my disgraceful life as a young man will be absolutely unopened. A secret will be yours and mine only, Susan.
I'm in your hands, Michael.
And that way, I can have my own child. My only child. Under my roof, as well as my wife.
I don't want anything for myself. I only came for the sake of...
You don't want to hear any of that. Your place is with me, eh? We gotta find you some lodgings. The only ones fit for you are the rooms over the china shop in the high street.
Well, that'd be too dear.
Never mind that, no? Well, you gotta start genteel if our plan's to be carried out, eh? You look to me for money. What do you think?
I like the idea of repeating our marriage.
You do, eh?
It seems the only right course after all this.
Now, the girl, she'll never know of our shame.
How could she?
I'll walk a little way back into town with you.
No. No, you mustn't run any risk. Please let me go alone.
Right, Susan, one word more now. Do you forgive me? Never mind. All in good time, eh? Judge me by my future works.